So problems 5 and 6 give us coordinate axes with a line segment and ask us to do two consecutive reflections. So let's start with problem 5. We are told first we have to take this line segment here, AB, and reflect it over x equals -3. So remember, this is our x-axis. This is our y-axis. And our line x equals -3 is going to be 1, 2, 3 units to the left of the y-axis and parallel to the y-axis. So let's draw our first line of reflection. So this is the line x equals -3. Okay. And we have to reflect AB over x equals -3. So let's do that. We do that in red. So B looks like it's 1 to the left, so it's got to be reflected into B prime, which is 1 to the right. And A is 2 to the left of the reflection line, so A prime has got to end up being 2 to the right. So our line segment A prime, B prime is this. Okay, good. Now we have to reflect line segment A prime, B prime over the line x equals 2. So let's draw the line x equals 2. Well, x equals 2 is also going to be parallel to the y-axis, but it's going to be 2 units to the right. So let's draw the line x equals 2 over here. Okay, so this is x equals 2. And now we've got to reflect A prime, B prime over x equals 2. Let's go ahead and do that now. So remember, we're counting from here, x equals 2. A prime is 1, 2, 3 to the left, so A double prime has got to be 1, 2, 3 to the right. And counting from x equals 2, B prime is 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, so B double prime has got to be 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. So here is our final line segment, A double prime, B double prime. Okay, so here we go. We went from here to here and finally to here. So what are the coordinates of these? Let's find out. A double prime, we have to count from the origin, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma 1. And this one is one more, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, comma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 6, comma 5. Okay. So A double prime is 5, comma 1. And B double prime is 6, comma 5. What conclusion can be made about line segment AB and line segment A double prime, B double prime? Well, let's take a look. What are some conclusions we can make about them? There's probably a lot of things we could say, right? We could say the length is equal, right? They look parallel to each other, don't they? They're both pointing in the same direction. They've got the same slope because both of them are 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. They both have a slope of 4. So they're parallel. And it looks as though a single translation could have taken AB into A double prime, B double prime. So they make a note of this in question D. What single translation would take AB into A double prime, B double prime? So conclusions, they're equal measure, they're parallel, and let's figure out what single translation could go from here to here. Well, this is a movement strictly in the x direction, right? There's no vertical movement at all. From A to A double prime was a movement to the right only, and from B to B double prime was a movement in the x direction only. So let's see how far in the x direction we moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we moved 10 in the x direction, so we're going to say translation of 10 in the x direction and 0 in the y direction. Let me just recount that one more time. Again, to be sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 comma 0. Good.